What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me see you drop your country and city. If it's your first time checking out the show, fam, I need to know what city, what state you're from. If you're outside of the U.S., I need to know what country you're from. Drop your country. Also, on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscription button. Go ahead and click that button right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Make sure that you select all notifications when you click that little bell. You dig what I'm saying? Going in, fam. Now, let me just say straight up, this is a serious allegation. But it's one that I can't ignore, fam. I'm going to call a strike and a ball a ball. Many of us who watched that game on yesterday between Colorado and USC, we questioned the play calling late in the game. Now, I know for some of y'all out there, y'all are real experts at football. But I don't think you have to be an expert to know that if you're down by 2 touchdowns, and you got less than 5 minutes on the clock, you need to be throwing that ball, not running the ball up the middle of the field, losing precious time on the clock. I mean, think about it, fam. A throwing, a pass play might take, 6 to 10 seconds off the clock, whereas a play where you're running the ball up the middle of the field might take off 25 seconds. That's precious time that Colorado could have used. Now, I'm going to say straight out the gate, fam, I know for a fact, if any kind of funny business whatsoever is going on that Colorado coaching staff, Deion Sanders ain't got nothing to do with it. Because Deion don't rock like that. I know that for a fact. Deion Sanders would have nothing to do with something like that. But let's call a strike and a ball, fam. I mean, hey, and here's the thing, Deion Sanders' son, the quarterback, he did say that he changed the play. At one point, I don't know if he changed multiple plays, but he did accept responsibility for changing one of the plays to a run instead of a throw, because he said he changed it when he got to the snap. He said he changed it at the last minute, so he took accountability for that. But all of those plays, yeah, fam. And here's the thing: I've heard some experts also say that they didn't understand what was going on. The commentators, this is what they do. They say they didn't understand what was going on. A lot of those commentators, they have played football, so they understand clock management. They understand how this thing goes, and they questioned it. So it's not just a bunch of couch potatoes questioning those run plays in the last few minutes of the game. Now, sports, period, forever has always had that element of, damn, man, is it fixed? Is the game fixed? Is the outcome already decided? And there have been times where the game was already decided. The referees went in. They had one referee got exposed. He went to prison for fixing games. A basketball referee, pro basketball referee went to prison for fixing games. So this is on the pro, this is the NBA. So if they're doing it on the NBA on a professional level, it ain't like it could not happen. And I'm not even saying it did happen. I'm saying that you can't just rule out that something like that would not happen or could not happen. I want to read before I get into y'all comments, I want to read some of the comments that I saw online on my YouTube channel. These are some of the comments you guys made regarding any type of cheating that may have occurred or not, or the game being fixed to some extent. Missy, what is that? Missy Yak. Don't be surprised if the OC bet on the game and had money on the spread. Very suspicious play calling at the end. That was some gambling type moves. Jerry Vine said the offensive coordinator was on the take. Is money a bag? Money in a bag. I guess that's what we're trying to say, money in a bag. Darrell Ross says the play calling in the fourth quarter was like somebody on the team had betting in Vegas. See, fam, it ain't just me. You were wondering what the hell was going on. Who was that? Noli's Toad said, yeah, that was definitely some dumb play calling. Blew a whole bunch of time off the clock. Curtis Holbert said, Gus Johnson kept saying the play calling was suspect. NLM Amar says, you're not tripping. Sean Lewis and Charles Kelly are the problem. I think they are sabotaging Coach Prime. Eric Taylor says, offensive play calling management was horrible. If I didn't know better, seems as though he is on the sneaky deaky mode. Tremaine Dobbins said, his son said he switched the plays at the line because he didn't like the plays that the offensive coordinator was making. He didn't like the plays the offensive coordinator was making. Okay. Seth Marie said, a great game that came down to the wire. Coach Primetime and the Buffaloes had a lot of heart. They didn't quit, but that play calling was horrible by the OC late in the game. Nevertheless, fans are proud of the great comeback. Good job. Yeah, hats off to the players for sure. Hats off to the players. Jamil Mallory said, you are spot on, King. It made absolutely no sense to run the ball. We could have won that game. The OC is very suspect. And then Darryl Ross again said the play calling in the fourth quarter was like somebody on the team had betting in. So this is what y'all are saying. This is what the people, the fans who watch the game to be entertained, who are invested in watching the game, and whether it be their time, their emotions, or their money, you know, it is the fans that, you know, fuel the fire for all of college sports and all of sports, period. Because without the fans, ain't nobody getting no check, ain't nobody watching nothing, ain't no money getting, ain't nobody getting no bag without the fans. And this is what the fans are saying. This is not just me. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Now I know sometimes you run the ball to set up the pass. I got that. You run the ball because you can't just be too predictable. But sometimes predictable or not, when you're down by 2 touchdowns and you need to give the ball back to the opposing team, you got to score, give the ball back to the opposing team, and hope that you can get the ball. First of all, you got to stop the opposing team, and then hope that you can get the ball back with enough time to march down the field and at least score so that you can tie the game or give yourself a chance to win the game. That is a lot to ask for with less than 5 minutes left on the clock. That is a lot to ask for, a tall task. But it just seemed that even with that tall task, it just appeared to me that if they were throwing the ball, they would have gave themselves a better chance. They would have had more time on the clock to handle their business. So, you know, I watched Deion a whole lot, and I've never really, I think Dion has a very high IQ, a high football IQ. I think his football IQ is off the charts. And I don't know what happened with that series of events. Don't know what happened. Maybe he was trying something new. I don't know. Now, one might say, well, if it was fixed, why did they score so many points in the first place? That's a fair question. Why did they score so many points in the first place? Then you start getting people talking about Vegas and all this type of stuff, how people could be, how maybe they trying to make it look like it was going to be a total blowout, and the bets started changing and people started, and then like, whoa, and then they started coming back and, methodically coming back. I don't know, fam. I do know that the game was interesting to watch. It was something to see. It would have been a great comeback story. It would have been a great Cinderella story for them to come back and win that game. That would have been that would have went down in history as one of the all-time great college game comebacks. Not as big as Vince Young when he ran that ball in. I think they was playing USC then when they ran the ball in for that touchdown when he was playing at UT, Texas Longhorns. You dig what I'm saying? That was a hell of a game. That's probably the greatest game in college history ever played. The comeback was absolutely remarkable. But anyway, fam, going into the comments, let me see what y'all saying. So Rastafari Black College believes that all sports are rigged. Massive Dynamic, what up? Latest and greatest era. Diggy 1D, oh yeah, if Colorado would have come back or even took it to OT, oh my God. G Money to you. I think the people with the power told USC not to blow them out and to make it look competitive for ratings. Of course, I suppose CU gave the Ducks their playbook. It couldn't be that both teams' defense are awful. That's what Midnight Desperado said. M. White said, Coach Prime did say that he is going to start making some calls himself. Don't quote me, but he did say something like that at the press conference. Shakur Capital says, and 14 was doing good, so they could take him out. Shan Finney says, Dion is going to remain under scrutiny. No surprise here. The falsehood was created, so we will stop scrutinizing the other coaches for banding together against Colorado. We ain't going to stop scrutinizing the other coaches for banding against Colorado. Those other coaches are some suckers. All of them. I hope their children are watching this program right now. I hope they're watching. Your daddy is a sucker. That's right. I said it. If your daddy hating on Dion, your daddy is a sucker. An insecure sucker. Indestructible Soul says, I'm a USC fan. That Texas game broke my heart. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it was USC. Yeah, that was a big game. What's up, Ingrid Jackson? Truck and T, what up? DeForest Settles Jr. says, so what's next? The water boy using body armor instead of Gatorade? G Pick says, I thought the Buffs showed heart and they have something to build off of. Yeah, I think that did wonders for their self-esteem. I think it did wonders because now they know they can really, really compete with these teams if they come and if they bring their game. But they got to be able to compete, like Dion said. They got to be able to compete for 4 quarters. Stop digging yourself a hole. Imagine if they hadn't dug that hole in the first half of the game. I mean, it would have been smooth sailings in the second half because really, a lot of times if you can break that team spirit, if you can break a team spirit with the first play. You know, just catch them off guard and, you know, get an interception or a touchdown real quick, like quickly, get it real fast, or they go down the field and they work hard for a touchdown. They got to belabor a touchdown. And you mess around and score in 20 seconds. They fighting for every little step. Every time you score, you boom, 20 seconds. 1 minute, 10 seconds. 2 minutes. 45 seconds. That'll break their spirit. Anytime they do something, you do it better. I think the players was a little shell shocked when them boys kicked that onside. They faked the punt. I think they were shell shocked. They never recovered. Well, they did recover, but it was too late. It was too far out. They had digged themselves a hole too deep. I don't understand why teams don't have more like a Chicago Bulls in the early 90s and the late 90s mentality where you stomp your enemy to death. Like come out the gate and bust them across the head. Deliver the knockout blow with your first blow. So as soon as you step out on the field, punch him in the face. Not literally, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like go in and put the work in early, like destroy them. Break their spirit early on. And if you break their spirit early enough, they'll just be happy to survive. They'll just be happy to not get blown out. It's like boxing. If you break a boxer's spirit early enough, he'll just be happy to try to just survive. He'll be happy to not get knocked out. He won't even try to really attack in a meaningful way. He'll just be happy to just survive. I don't understand why in sports people don't come out and just try to humiliate their opponent. Out the gate, put that pressure on them from out the gate, destroy them, break their spirit, make them cry, make them don't even want to play anymore. Make them question, why in the hell am I here? I'm not on this guy's level. I need to do something different. That's how you got to do them. Destroy them, break their spirit. If you up by 30, try to get 40. Like, find out what the record is and go for the record. Destroy them. You got to go in with seek and destroy mentality. And when you get up, just keep pounding, putting the pressure on them. Pressure, pressure, pressure. That way, when the clock is getting ready to expire, man, you chilling. You already thinking about something else that's going on. Man, you on the sideline chilling and kicking it. Fourth quarter comes, the game is already decided. The game was decided in the first quarter. But definitely by the third quarter, ain't no chance of a comeback by the time you start the fourth quarter. Why don't teams play like that? If Colorado would have played like that out the gate, perhaps, they would have not only won, but won decisively. What's up, Gregory Stewart? These teams get way behind. They allow themselves to get way behind, and then here they come trying to play with a sense of urgency and got us all on the edge of our seats, hoping that they can come back, hoping they got enough time. We watching the clock, watching the play, watching the clock. We trying to do all this math and everything, hoping and wondering, like, do we have enough time on the clock to mount a real comeback? When you can just come out the gate and smash the gas and do what you got to do and handle your business out the gate instead of getting behind. You know, it's like somebody who got a lot of work to do, and instead of them doing their work daily, they wait till the end of the week and let it all pile up. And now they stressing and they depressed and they didn't turn it into something really painstaking to where they got to try to hustle, and they may or may not beat the deadline. Get it out of the way. You ever notice how in life, when you have chores to do and you take chores down one by one, it's less stress on your body? You don't feel the stress when you know, okay, I took care of my business. And now your mind is free to wander and do whatever. You can go do your hobbies, whatever you want to do, but you got that out of the way. But when you let stuff pile up, the to-do list creep in your head, and it just takes up unnecessary space, and it causes it contributes to a form of stress. Knock that to-do list down, and you free your mind. It's like closing tabs on a computer. Close them tabs up, and the less cluttered you are, the clearer you can think. Okay, I got a troll. I got a couple of trolls, but they got to go. And let me say this, for all the rest of you trolls, before I block this troll, let me just show you how I get down. I talk to the troll and I taunt them before I block them. I let them know that they ain't shit, their daddy wasn't shit, his daddy wasn't shit, and they ain't gonna never be shit. And I'm gonna block them like everybody else do in their life. See, trolls are hoes. This is why we block them. Trolls have one job, and that is to cause confusion. They don't even care what you're talking about. They just jump in the chats and just start trying to, cause confusion. So these type of people are lonely. Nobody really likes them. Most of the trolls are dudes. Women typically don't have this type of time on their hands. But most of the trolls are dudes, and women don't like them. Women don't like them. So I'm finna do to them what everybody else do to them in their life. I'm finna delete this fool. And I know this is gonna hurt you, son. I know this is gonna hurt. Now, here's the thing. It's a few trolls in the chat, and they're trying to think to themselves, damn, is he talking about me? Is he gonna get me? Am I gonna be the one get deleted? Is he gonna ban me? 3, you about to find out. 2, 1. So long, sucker. All right, fam. Let me see, I think I saw another troll up in here somewhere. I gotta get him, man. I like taunting them. I gotta get him. I like to taunt them before I block them. I don't like to just ban them. I like to taunt them. Like, make their whole day bad, make them really evaluate themselves as a human being. Like, damn, should I continue to live? Should I go on like this? He just called me out. He just told the truth. Yeah, we don't do all that over here. Y'all go somewhere else with that. We ain't finna do all of that. If you disrespect the host, you got to go. I don't even understand why people let people come on their platform and talk reckless to them. I don't even understand that. You got to be a pain freak. I don't care like that. I don't care about subscribers like that. You know, I appreciate the ones who appreciate me. Everybody else can kick rocks. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Randall Robinson, what's up? Roger Shields. I got me another one. Well, I'm gonna give you one more chance. I'm gonna see what else you put out there. Say one more thing. Let me see where you going with this. It's Sunday. Miss, is that Kalia? It's Sunday. Come on, positive vibes. I mean, man, Sunday is another day to me. Like, you know, like I'm positive vibes all the time. But you know, I know how to compartmentalize the BS. I know how to strike if I got to. I know how to put over here and boom, and I'm still gonna have positive. I'm still gonna be good overall. It's gonna be positive vibes for me, whether it's Sunday or Monday. You know the thing about it, because you know all those days are equally important to me. Because if you mess around and don't wake up on one of those days, it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, Monday is just as important as Sunday to me. Friday, Thursday, all of them, they got equal billing in my book. Gene Valero, what's that? Valero. What's up, Gene? What's up, Gene Valero. Could be John, depending on what part of the world you're in. Voice of Reason. What's up? Scars for the Playground. Scars from the Playground. That's a dope handle. What's up, Brian? What's that? Ooh, wait, that's a tough name. I ain't never seen that name. Watguan. Brian Watguan. Brian Watguan. What's up, Brian Watguan? Israel Grace. What's up, Israel? Lakers in 5. That's another interesting handle. Big Ray, what up? What's up, Ozzy Young? Appreciate you, Lisa Love. If you're just not joining, fam, we was talking about these allegations of shaving points. In other words, fixing the game. Some people were accusing actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you what kicked it off. People were specifically accusing the offensive coordinator for, you know, shaving the points, like running the ball instead of airing it out, throwing the ball. They were accusing the offensive coordinator for the Colorado Buffaloes. That's him right there. That is him. That's him. That's Sean Lewis. He's the offensive coordinator for the Colorado Buffaloes. And this is a guy that they're saying that some people are saying that perhaps engaged in some type of game fixing. Now that's a serious allegation. That is a very, very, very serious allegation. And I hope like hell that they're wrong with that. I hope they're wrong. And I'm going to say again, I know for a fact Deion Sanders wouldn't have anything to do with that. You know, like Deion ain't no fool. He knows that he's under scrutiny. He knows the microscope is all over him. And there's no way possible that he would be involved in some of this. But I don't really understand these other guys. I don't really know some of these other guys' character. I can't, I'll vouch for Deion's character. I'll just say, Deion, he that dude. He's been solid and consistent from day one for a long time. He's been in the public eye. And I ain't, besides just being in the public eye, just on a personal level, I know people that know Deion, and they all say he's solid. He's solid. So I know for a fact Deion wouldn't be involved in something like that. And I hate to even talk about his coaches possibly being involved in something like that. But, I got to call a strike, and a ball, fam, and I got to speak on it. So I hear you, but at the same time, I got to speak on this, fam, because I was really, really baffled by the play calling. I was really baffled by the play calling. Like, you need 2 touchdowns, buddy, and you got less than 5 minutes to work with. You have to score, give the ball back to the opposing team, stop them, and hope like hell that you have enough time on the clock to work with so that you can actually score a touchdown, not a field goal, a touchdown. That is a tall task to ask when you're working with less than 5 minutes on the clock in football. You don't have to be an expert to know that. After watching a few hundred games, you should absolutely know that. I think I've watched at least a few thousand football games. So I know at least that much. I'm not a tennis player. I have never played tennis, but I watch tennis enough to know the basic rules. I know that when you are playing against a power player, you have to back up a little bit because that ball is coming fast and it's coming hard. Where we at? We're looking for the comments. Okay. But that's him right there. That's Sean Lewis. And that's who some people are accusing of. They're saying that, he wasn't packing fair. Some people are suspecting that he had something to do with shaving points. That's what they're saying. And I've read some of the comments out there that what people were saying that. So this ain't me just making something up. I tell you what I want y'all to do, fam. If y'all think this guy's involved in some type of point shaving, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, you tripping, Willie D, man. This dude ain't done no stuff like that. That's crazy. Now, I'm going to show you guys a picture of someone who would probably be one of the first to make an accusation like that. I don't know if he said anything like that, but I do know he's very critical of Deion Sanders. So anything that he can pick up on to try to make Deion look bad, he would absolutely do it. This guy right here. This guy right here is a hater. He is a large, extra large hater. This dude, I mean, I think he really if he could trade places with Deion Sanders, he would. He really would change places with Deion Sanders if he could. But since it ain't going to happen, he uses the pen to try to destroy men, especially black men. He uses his pen to try to destroy black men. That's his hustle. That's why they hired him. That's the only reason why he gets hired, to talk down on black men. That's what he do. This dude is trash. And he's been this way for a long time. This is Jason Hamhock, otherwise known as Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, but we call him Hamhock. And he's been doing this for a long time. I think somebody was saying, his mama said that he was doing this, came out the womb acting this way. In fact, we got a picture of him when he was younger. And y'all tell me if y'all think he always been this way. This is a picture of Jason Whitlock when he was, I think they said 7 months old. That's Jason Whitlock at 7 months old. Got me another one. Yeah, so this is a picture, Jason Whitlock, aka Hamhock. This picture, his mama sent this picture in. Own mama don't even like him. She sent this in. She said, you know, she wanted somebody else to have it. Her conscience was messing with her. If you're just not joining the live, fam, this is a picture of Jason Whitlock at 7 months. He was 7 months old. That's Jason Whitlock, otherwise known as Hamhock. That's right, James Pryor. He is a real life Steven from Dango. A real life Steven. Yeah, this is how women look at Jason Whitlock. Disgusting. Look at all that blubber, all that grease, fat. This is how women look at him. This is why he mad at Deion. He a greasy dude, just like that Hamhock. Greasy. All right, let's get this dude out here. You can only stomach him for so long before you have to throw up. So let me get him on out of here. Anthony Steele said that, let's see. Where's my light at? What happened to my light? Okay, there we go. Anthony Steele said that the point shaving thing is a distraction. You know they're gonna come with everything anyway. All kind of accusations coming his way. Anyway, no matter what, they coming with everything. Deion is getting attacked from every angle like a politician might get attacked. They gonna try to dig up everything he ever did. They finna go back and try to find his babysitter when he was in diapers. They gonna be like, yeah, but when he boo-boo, did it smell though? I mean, did you have to hold your nose? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? they gonna try to pull up everything on Deion. So, but Deion got it. He's solid. So, And he already admit, man, I ain't perfect. Yeah, we ain't none of us perfect. And that's the key. Don't try to come off as perfect. All you youngsters out there, the best thing you can do is try to aim. You can aim for perfection, but knowing that you ain't gonna never be perfect. Understand that we all have sinned and will sin and fall short of the glory of God and our parents' expectations. So don't try to be perfect, because you try to be perfect, or you try to make yourself to say, all of us are role models in some sense, no matter what. Some of us are negative role models, some of us are positive role models, some of us we're role models on a major scale, some of us have not so big scales, but we are all role models in a sense. So, but when you go around and you try to pat your self on the back, look, I'm a role model, I'm this right here. The moment you do something, it's going to be a hard fall. Just like when Tiger Woods won the majors. They set up Tiger Woods perfectly when they told Tiger Woods, was talking about being a role model. I just want to be a role model, and do I want to do this and do this? And I say, they're going to get him. That's a setup. Because once they start saying role model, now you kind of like really lose your human identity, man. Like we're not supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to aim for perfection, but we're not supposed to be perfect. And people that get that thing where people start putting them up as a role model, the temptation that flesh, the human, that being a human, it takes over at some point, and pressure busts a pipe, and then people act out in different ways, and they do something very extreme, or they hide certain things that they're doing, and then when they get found out, they fall hard. They fall extremely hard. But you let people know up front, man, I'm not perfect, and I'm gonna make mistakes, and I'm out here like everybody else, just trying to be great. Then you can survive that. If you fall off, you can survive. All right, family, that's my time. Continue to drop the comments, fam, and let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think that the offensive coordinator, got his palms greased? Or do you think that, nah, man, that's crazy? Thumbs up if you think that it's possible that happened. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, you tripping. Drop a comment, fam. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.